This is Andi Purewal for ID Boxing. We're here in Sheffield and I'm joined by Aqib Fiaz. Aqib, it's always good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Andy. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. I was having a little conversation with your brother earlier, and this has obviously been a very difficult chapter of your life, not just your career, and he was saying that you've kind of started to come through it, shall say, and you're on the other side of what's been this difficult part of your life. Going into the ring on Saturday night, how are you feeling given everything you've had going on personally?
I feel like, like I said before, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I know it's cringy and it sounds fake and that, but when you go through stuff like that, you have to get stronger. I'm young and things I've been through, like this last year. There's people in worse situations, but I genuinely feel like I'm so much stronger. I've wear, my mum on my shorts and she's with me everywhere I go. My best friend too. I do it to make them proud, and everything I do now. Before I boxed because I enjoyed it and it was my hobby and stuff, and it was my job. Now I do it for my family, and I want to have a better life for them.
Aqib, how much more of a drive factor has the sad passing of your mother given you to want to make her proud? I know you'd have wanted to do that beforehand, but now, how much more do you feel like you want to do it for her? You want to achieve your goals for her?
People don't really understand, but boxing for me, like I'm the first boxer in our family, and the only other fighter in our family was my mum, and she was tough, strong, so strong mentally. She got ill last year, and because I was fighting in Eddie's garden, she moved out of the house, and she said, "Oh, you just worry about your fight, son." She really was, the backbone of our family, and now I feel like that's my job, and I made not just do her proud, but to fulfil like all the dreams, and everything I promised her, and that's exactly why I'm here. Yeah, otherwise I won't be here.
Aqib, obviously we'll move forward. I don't want to keep you dwelling on that for too long. Saturday night you make your return to, we say, the big stage. Obviously it's a next gen card, but in this time away, getting back into the gym, what have you been working on in particular? What are you hoping to show on Saturday night?
I believe that. Like today, Dalton Smith, top of the bill. I've done a few rounds this camp with Dalton and his opponent. I'm just developing and working my way up to one day be in that position myself, and that's what it's about for me. Yeah, just developing and learning, because I never had loads of experience as an amateur. I had good experience. I boxed for England, I was okay, but I never got the international, GB, all of that. So it's all about learning and developing and slowly working my way up. Yeah.
You may not have had that experience, but every time when I speak to Jamie, he always sings your praises as to the talent you have and how far he believes you can go in your career. Provided Saturday goes to plan, how do you anticipate, say, the next year of your career playing out?
Yeah, like Eddie mentioned before, next year I want to hopefully pick up my first title, and everyone forgets that from my debut I wasn't even on this stage. I was boxing on the smaller shows. I worked my ass off to get here. So I'm enjoying it. I'm getting used to it as well, and yeah, Jamie sings my praises and he's seen things that I can do in the gym and stuff. But I'm no idiot. I know that's in the gym. I've got to prove it on fight night. Yeah.
You mentioned sharing the ring with Dalton Smith as well. He's getting ready for his bout with Sam and Mason. Talking about those rounds, Aqib, what can you reflect on them for me?
Great learning rounds. Great experience for me as well. I've known Dalton for a long time. Known Dalton's dad for a long time as well. They're good friends. And Dalton's a top fighter, and he deserves to be where he is because of all the years of hard work, and I feel like I'm in the same boat. I've worked hard all these years too, and hopefully one day that'll be me too. Yeah.
Aqib, you've obviously trained alongside some great fighters like Chantel Cameron, Taylor-Catterall, Mark Leach. For yourself, learning from those guys, how much of a benefit has it been to your career?
Massive benefit. I'd be an idiot not to make that a benefit. Seeing what they do in the gym, outside the gym, I've been away to training camps and stuff with them all as well. Seeing the way they go about their training, their lifestyle and everything. If I didn't, learn from them, I'd be a fool. So it's about picking things from everyone and putting it all together and seeing what works for me, yeah.
So there's a lot of talk at the minute with Jack that a rematch is imminent, shall we say, to being announced between him and Josh Taylor. When we saw that controversial result come through, Aqib, as his campmate, as his friend, what was Jack's emotions like around that fight for the months ahead of that?
Jack, obviously, he was upset at the time. He's upset's not even the word. And I remember him apologising to us all in the changing room, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry." And we was all like, "What do you mean? You done nothing wrong, you know." It was great performance from Jack, and I feel like now going into the rematch, he believes himself way more as well. So Jack's in a better position than he was for the last camp, and that's saying something. So I look forward to the rematch, and I believe the same outcome. Obviously, not the result. I mean, the fight, but in fact, maybe even a better one.
Josh Taylor, since then, he's spoken about how much better of a fighter he is and how much more he has to give in the ring than he can give in a rematch. But for yourself and seeing Jack in and out of camp and working with him for so long, how much of a better version could we see from him?
I mean, like you said, so before the fight, everyone was saying we've got to see the best Jack Catterall to beat Josh Taylor. You saw that. But was that his best? You don't know. Was it Josh's best? You don't know. Obviously, on the night, loads of factors play into hand. But I feel like Jack, obviously, I can see from where he started that camp to where he started in this camp, he's in a much better position already. So I can see a better performance coming, yeah, from Jack.
Right, Aqib, just before I let you go, because I know that everybody's waiting for you now, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans, your followers, and everybody who will be tuning in on DAZN or here at Sheffield Arena? Because I know you've sold quite a few tickets as well.
Yeah, you know, like you mentioned earlier about the last 12 months of my life, been the hardest 12 months I've ever been through in my life. And, you know, I receive a lot of support from, you know, people that buy tickets to come to support, the sponsors as well, you know, Eddie and Matchroom for keeping me on. You know, I want to say thank you all, and I'll do you proud.
Aqib, listen, I'm sure everybody's already proud of you. I appreciate you speaking to me so openly now, and I'll leave you to go and kind of rest and enjoy making weight tomorrow. I'm glad that's you and not me, mate. But thank you for speaking to me in ID Boxing.
Yes, thank you, Andy.